bat.
The roar of the crowd.
The hustle to the ball. 9 players working together.
Every game, you learn something new.
Every game, you get a little better.
Everyone on this field.
Once played on this field.
Whether it's the major leagues
Or Little League.
It's still America's pastime.
I'm Anthony, and I play baseball.
I'm Andrew McCutcheon, and I play baseball.
I'm Robin, and I play baseball.
The Little Leaguers are here in force today as we pay tribute to them on the North Shore at PNC Park. It is Game 3 of a 3-game series. The Pirates going for a sweep with the Kansas City Royals. Kids on Sundays always take the field, and Clint Hurdle pointing the way to this youngster as we get set for some Major League Baseball. But these Little Leaguers, these youngsters, having the time of their life, creating memories on the big league field here today. A.J. Burnett, he's been there a long time ago, the 35-year-old coming out of the third base dugout. He's got the start today. He's looking for his 5th straight victory, and he will face Ned Yost's lineup with the Kansas City Royals. It looks like this: Alex Gordon leading off, playing left field. Johnny Giovatello is the second baseman today. Eric Hosmer moves back in from the outfield to his more natural position at first base. Mike Moustakas hitting cleanup. Brian Pena behind the plate. Mitch Myers in right. Escobar the shortstop. Dyson out in center field. And Bruce Chen, the veteran left-hander, doing the pitching, batting ninth, and facing the veteran right-hander, A.J. Burnett. Well, the kids get to go take their seats and watch the big guys get it done here this afternoon. But always memories made at PNC Park on Kids Day Sundays.
Yeah, the big guy is out on the mound right now, brought to you by Western Pennsylvania Chevy dealers, and that ERA at 3.76. When I look at that, Tim, I think it's remarkable that it's that low considering that one game he had in St. Louis. But it's because he has pitched so well in all the other games. Take that one game out, his ERA for the year would be 1.89.
Burnett will have these guys behind him in the outfield. Alex Presley in left. Andrew McCutcheon is the center fielder. Josh Harrison, right-handed bat, gets the start in right field. Casey McGee at third today. Barnes the shortstop. Walker and Haig on the right side of the infield. And Rod Barajas catching A.J. Burnett. J.Hay back out there in right field today. Pirates sending a pretty right-handed lineup against the lefty Chen. Harrison hadn't been starting out there for a little bit. Garrett Jones has been in right field and first base. Jones has had the hot bat so far in June.
You got to keep those extra guys sharp. Find places to get at bats for everyone on that bench. In National League, you have to have a bench. They got to be sharp, and you really need to get those guys out there and on a regular basis. And Clint obviously does a great job of that, getting J.Hay in right field today. Left-hander on the mound.
Here's Alex Gordon to start the game off, the left fielder. 240 average, 4 home runs, 20 runs knocked in. And the first pitch of the ball game. Lifted to left field. And over toward the line is Presley. One pitch and one gone on this Sunday afternoon. The Rivers Casino tips to win today.
Well, it is Little League Day, but you can still take a lead. And the Little Leaguers can't, but you can take a lead. Let's use some speed. Make sure you play fair, be curious, and strive to win this ball game. Strive for a sweep. And Bones, he's got ice cream after the game if we get a win.
Yeah, Bones, the Pirates equipment man. Does he know he has ice cream?
He does now.
He does now, I guess. He's putting in an order as we speak. Johnny Giovatello, the second baseman, 0 for 2 in the series. And he looks at ball one. today's the day we'll look at a lot of these Pirate players and share some family photos of when they were Little League players. Even see if you can guess who some of these guys turned into. Ground ball right back to Burnett. 2 down. 2 away quickly in the top half of the first inning. And if you want to share a cherished Little League memory of your own, or send a shout out to a special youth baseball team or player, text your message to 412-412. We'll air some of them throughout the game today. Kids Sunglasses Day today, coming in handy. But yeah, it'll be neat to get your thoughts and your baseball memories. Just text them to 412-412. Eric Hosmer, 226. That's his average. Played right field the first 2 games of the series. And normally is the first baseman. It's a byproduct of an American League team coming to a National League park. In order for Ned Yost to get Billy Butler's bat in the lineup, he took the designated hitter, put him at first base for 2 games. Hosmer in right field, and Hosmer had a tough time on a couple of defensive plays in each of those games. 0-2 the count, and Burnett's pitch. Popped him up. Clint Barnes out of the outfield grass. 1-2-3 go the Royals in the top half of the first. Coming up for the Pirates in the bottom of the first, Alex Presley, the left fielder, Neil Walker, the second baseman, and the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen. To the bat rack for the first time today. Take a look at Clint Hurdle's lineup against the Royals. Brought to you by Toyota. Presley, Walker, and McCutchen leading off. McCutchen this season against left-handed pitching, .442. 3 homers and 14 runs batted in. Then McGee is at third today. Haig back at first. Barajas behind the plate. He's done well against Bruce Chen. Josh Harrison, Clint Barnes, and A.J. Burnett round out the Pirates' batting order. How about that photo of Andrew McCutchen? Does he look like he's vicious against left-handers in that photo?
He doesn't look very vicious there now. He just looks like he's having fun, like they all are right now. Just a great thing to watch. And we get to travel with them, and we know how close these guys are becoming, and how they love to kind of get on each other in good ways and have fun. They're always laughing. They have that good chemistry that every team tries to get to.
5-5. Started out the season 0-4. He's 5-1 in his last 6. Chen, a well-traveled veteran. Appeared here for Kansas City against the Pirates in the 2009 season and lost the ball game that he pitched. Gave up a 3-run home run to Delwyn Young in that game. Alex Presley, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now notice down in the lower left corner, that's his Little League photo. Almost looks the same, doesn't it?
Yeah. You see a difference?
Not much. Maybe this Alex needs a shave, but that's about it.
Well, that happens to all of us.
Holding the bat the same way.
Didn't have that big smile on his face, though. He's always a little serious when he gets up there to the plate. There is a difference.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Alex Presley. Leadoff man for the Buccos. Alex last night, a couple of hits, went 2 out of 5, stole 2 bases, also drove in a run. And a base hit. Presley starts it off with a single.
Chen put one just on a tee for him. T-ball. The base hit. Let's see if we take a good lead. Maybe get the running game started right away.
Here's Neil Walker. So they were good to get the right-handed hitting Little League picture.
Well, they knew that
because he'd be facing a lefty today. It's good work.
They knew that years later, Little League Day was going to be a left-handed starter. Good planning.
Neil played in Little League. Bradmar Pine Little League. Well, your old teammate John Smiley has a lot to do with that. He coaches in the Bradmar Pine Little League. That's where Neil played. Chen's 1-0 pitch. Well, that'll wait as he throws to first to keep Alex Presley close. Nobody out, 1 on. Pirates love to get Presley in a scoring position.
The Pirates put a little pressure on him in that big inning they had. Didn't go very smoothly on defense, Kansas City. Let's see if we can take a page from that again this afternoon.
Bruce Chen, who is of Chinese descent but born in Panama City, Panama. Now lives in Arizona. Bouncer to the right side. Slowly hit. Giovitella throws out Walker, but Neal's able to move Presley into scoring position with 1 out.
Paul's got to get in on him a little bit. Yep, he fought that off right off the handle. Not a very easy play, really. That ball had to have some crazy spin on it when it grabbed the dirt. I really expected it to be a little closer. That was a nice play.
Well, here's Andrew McCutchen. There he is.
Flashing that smile.
We'd love to see him smile after this at bat. Do you realize he's 0 for 17 against Kansas City? He needs to change that. McCutchen.
He will. It'll change.
Hitless in his last 9 at bats. But in his last 31 games since the 5th of May, batting .339, .320 overall.
Left-handed starter. You think he's not going to get a hit today? He'll get multiple hits today.
Should happen. There's only a handful of guys that have faced the Royals at least 17 times and have been hitless. McCutchen trying to get off that list. Fouls this one back. Good guys like Wilbur Wood, 0 for 32. Wilbur Wood, who's a pitcher, never did very well against Kansas City. He's on top of that list.
I was probably 0 for 17 against the various teams.
Ryan Miner, a third baseman in his time, 0 for 23. Jeff Stone, an outfielder, 0 for 24. Those are the only other 2 position players that are 0 for 17 or worse. But today's the day for McCutchen to change all that. I wonder what he was like as a Little League player, how dominant he was. Now, a lot of these guys were. They were the big kids on the block and on their little league teams.
There's some of them that weren't, though. It goes both ways.
Well, Clint Hurdle told me he wasn't the best guy on his little league team.
There are always a few guys in those big league dugouts that were just late bloomers.
Well, Clint told me a guy named Stevie Wise was the best guy, and that when Stevie pitched, Clint played short. And when Clint pitched, Stevie played short. He said Stevie's coming here to the ballpark pretty soon. He's still in touch with him. So he was by far the best player on the team. Clint played for a team GHQ, Givens, Hurdle, and Quick. But the Hurdle was no relation to him. A guy by the name of John Hurdle, and he came to know him later. That was after he prepped for the Givens, Hurdle, and Quick Ball Club while playing for the Red Yankees in T-ball. 3-2, McCutcheon to the gap in right center field. This one is going to the wall. Presley around third. He will score. McCutcheon pulls in with an RBI double. It's 1-0 Pirates.
Absolutely been crushing left-handers this year, and it continues this afternoon. Got to get the vote out. Get on your computer. Start voting right now. Get Kutch in that outfield for the National League All-Star team. He's thinking 3 right there, and then decided to go ahead and put the brakes on.
10th double of the season. 10's been a good number for McCutcheon. 10 home runs, 10 steals. And so double figures now in doubles for McCutcheon. Alex takes advantage of that leadoff single. Don't discount what Walker brought to the table, moving him over to second base with a ground ball out. And McGee, line drive. Will they double him off? No. Giratella made a pretty good play, but McCutcheon got back ahead. What would have been the final out.
It's a tough one to read off the bat. It's not really hit all that hard. It's a jam shot, and that might, be a short hop. It might not get there. McCutcheon had to just kind of freeze and watch it for a moment to decide what to do. The quickness got him back to the bag in time.
2 outs. Here's Matt Haig back at first today. Haig takes ball 1. Matt hitting .216. Still looking for that first big league home run.
Take a 2-out RBI right now. Open up with a 2-0 lead today.
Buccos on the board first this afternoon. McCutcheon taking off for third. There'll be no throw by Pena. Stolen base number 11 for Andrew McCutcheon.
Now Pena isn't even thinking about making a throw, but they're covering the bag, as you can see with the third baseman, which is a lack of communication. If Pena is not going to make a throw, he's got to let the third baseman know, don't cover the bag, hold your position. Because by the third baseman going to the bag, he's opening up a hole that he doesn't need to on the left side with a right-hand hitter. The catcher and third baseman have to be on the same page.
3-1 now to Matt Haig. Haig trying to find the stroke again. He's gone 1 for 15 in his last 5 games after he hit safely in a career-high 8 straight after his recall. Ned Yost, the manager of the Royals, looking on here. 3-1. That is strike 2. Count full. McCutcheon 90 feet away. And the stretch of the payoff pitch. And Haig, a slow roller down to third base. Moustakas fields. He's got Haig, but the Pirates get 1 on 2 hits. Andrew McCutcheon with an RBI double.
And our tribute to Little League Baseball continues with our PNC Achievement for the Achiever in Us All. And this is the Bridgeville Little League field in 2004 after Hurricane Ivan just destroyed the playing facility for young kids. And this is what it looks like today. Yes, they certainly rebounded over the last few years. And this is Joe Verducci of the Bridgeville Athletic Association. And I would think you guys have come a long way since 2004 in the hurricane.
That's an understatement. We practically lost everything: equipment, the fields, the backstops, everything. And sure enough, the community really got involved heavily in helping us out with money, with equipment, and just man hours trying to get those parks back to the way they are. The borough, the communities, businesses, everyone helped to get us the fields back so the kids could play ball.
If I'm correct, you've got about 20 representatives of Bridgeville in the Little League here?
Wave, guys.
So this is just a small example of how you guys have actually been able to get the program to come back, and how much has it grown over the last few years?
Every year it seems that we continue to bring everybody back. We almost lost a whole year, but the other surrounding communities allowed us to have some more fields or let them play on our fields, and it was great. We've really improved over the years and built a foundation so that when my kids are done, I can move on and let others continue it on, and I look forward for my kids to possibly play down, or my grandchildren to play down at those fields.
All right, Joe. Well, thanks for the time, and try to beat the heat with the black shirt, because I'm right with you, brother. Bad choice for black.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, once again, guys, we found out about Joe's story through rootsports.com, and from time to time we'll ask fans to tell us their story about various things through social media. So if you have a story, don't forget to check us out on rootsports.com. Back upstairs to you.
All right, thanks, Dan. Good story. Good recovery.
Well, that's certainly another thing, another aspect of Little League Baseball that goes beyond what comes immediately to mind, and that's the way that it can bring communities together. You know, to even just build fields from scratch out of nothing.
And other communities helping out Bridgeville at the time, as Joe had pointed out, bringing more than one community together.
Yep.
In that case. A.J. Burnett got Mike Moustakas to roll out to first base, facing Brian Pena, the catcher. 2 balls and no strikes, the count to the switch hitter. One ball right toward the middle. There is Clint Barmas. 2 down. Let's take a look at our Barrel Automotive League leaders stat. Barrel.com, definitely worth the click. National League leaders in home earned run average. A.J. Burnett right there, right on top of the list. Zach Greinke of the Brewers next. And considering Santana's had a no-hitter at home, how about that? So gives you a good idea of where Burnett is on this list. Not only number 1, but number 1 over a guy who just pitched a no-hitter 2 starts ago.
Pittsburgh, New York, Atlanta, L.A., either fair parks or pitchers' ballparks. Greinke with that ERA at that launching pad at Miller Park. Yeah, that's really impressive.
It's impressive.
Yeah, that's a great hitter's ballpark. But you know, anytime you get your numbers down into the ones, I mean, you could be pitching the Grand Canyon, and that's pretty good.
Mitch Meyer, 200 average, getting a start here today. He was relegated to bench duty the first 2 games of the series. Pirates with a 1-0 lead. Presley a leadoff single. Walker got him over to second base with a ground ball out, and then McCutchen a gap double to right center, scoring Presley for the game's early run.
So far, AJ's doing a nice job with his pitch count, which is important this afternoon. Give that bullpen the day off, at least most of the day.
Ground ball to Haig, and A.J. Burnett not only will be efficient with his pitches, but he's retired 6 in a row to start the ball game.
All-Stars, and I remember post-game snacks.
Back then, you didn't care if, I mean, it was great to win, but it was all about, hey, I want to go out and run around and have fun with my buddies, and then I can't wait to go have some bubble gum and a snow cone after the game. That's what you look forward to.
More the camaraderie of playing with friends and teammates and all that than any other kind of memories. I mean, obviously I love baseball now, but I just remember being able and willing to play 3 or 4 games a day was something fun.
Little League memories. Some of those little guys will develop some of those more than likely. 1-0 Pirates, bottom of the second inning. Dan Potash and Bob Walk. I'm Tim Neverett. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Pirates look to broom the Royals here today, trying to earn their second sweep of the season, taking the first 2 games of this series. Rod Barajas has had good luck against Bruce Chen at the plate. Swings, fouls his back. It's 0-2. We asked you earlier to text in your comments, and you can see it scrolling. See the comments now scrolling along the bottom of the screen. I invite you to keep your eyes on those throughout the course of the game as well. Barajas behind in the count, 0-2. There's a pair of home runs off of Chen. And Chen gets even with him here, at least for the time being. Strikes him out for the very first time. Rod had been 3 for 6 with 2 home runs prior to that at bat.
Rod's waiting until there's ducks on the pond.
Bruce Chen will now face Josh Harrison. We mentioned that Chen is well traveled. Made his major league debut in 1998 with Atlanta. Strike 1 to Josh. Josh Harrison, he had a very serious look on his face in Little League. His picture down there in the corner.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. All the other pictures we've had, 2 of them that we've talked about for sure, been Presley and McCutchen. They had big smiles, but they don't smile on the field very often.
Hot shot down to third. Moustakas will throw him out. There are 2 gone now for the Pirates in the second. All right, see if you can name this Little Leaguer. Serious look over there at first base, playing for the Mets, and he's pitching for the Braves. Any guesses on this one? Which Pirate is that?
Well, I would have to say that is pitching. I don't know. I have no idea. Barmas? Is it Barmas?
I'll have to look in a minute here.
I mean,
I don't know if that's Barmas.
He's hitting, so that would make.
That could be. It's Brad Lincoln. No, I guess it's not Barmas. It's Brad Lincoln.
Yeah, okay. I can see it now on the right.
Yeah.
Picture on the right. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him because anything outside of a Pirates uniform he wears has camouflage. So,
at the Little League official Little League patch on the shoulder.
2 balls, no strikes to Barmas. 2-1. Brad looks a little different now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Growing up in Clute, Texas. Barmas yanks this one foul.
Well, all the Little Leaguers have been smiling in their pictures, and Jay wasn't, but now he's always got the big smile on his face.
Barmas has a smile also.
Oh yeah, there's one.
A couple of more strands of hair also. He pops this one up to the right side. And backing up is Hosmer. He'll make the catch. So the Pirates done in order in the second inning. More on Little League Baseball coming up. 1-0 Pirates after 2.
Brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. By your Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go, Bucks.
More Pirates Little League photos will be showing you throughout the course of the afternoon here. 1-0 Pirates. We go to the top of the third inning. Joining us right now is Dan Velt, who is the Director for Baseball and Softball Development and Affiliation of Little League Baseball, based in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
I know it's a big day, obviously, getting an opportunity to represent Little League Baseball. You have to do it all the time, though. And I know that when the World Series is on and on television, the kids probably don't realize it, but the major leaguers are watching the games in the clubhouse. They are so interested in it because they've all been there.
Yeah, the kids love that. And, you know, a lot of times the major leaguers will call in and we'll have a conference call and the kids will get to go in one of our conference rooms. And they're just so excited to hear from the major leaguers and hear that the major leaguers are fans of them as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. Alcides Escobar leading off the shortstop. His first at bat today after A.J. Burnett has retired the first 6 Royals in a row. Little League Baseball began in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, 1939. Carl Stotts was the guy that got it going. But what are some of the numbers you can give us right now? How many affiliated Little Leagues are there around the country?
Yeah, we have over 7,000 leagues right now across the world in over 85 countries, and over 2 million Little Leaguers currently playing right now.
It's amazing. And I think people need to realize too, when it comes to the Little League World Series, there's 8 U.S. teams and 8 international teams. How does that tournament work internationally, and how does it work domestically?
Yeah, much like it does here in the States, our international teams will have a playoff, and they'll start at their local league level, and eventually they'll play into the regional tournament. The winner will represent that region at the Little League World Series. And our scope has really increased tremendously internationally, and so each year we have more international participants trying to qualify for the World Series. You might see a team from Australia participate in the Asia Pacific Regional, so it's really interesting to see the growth.
Well, Major League Baseball for a long time is well, maybe not for a long time, but really over the last 10 years or so, pushed to make it more of a global sport. And really, it's the Little League level where that has to be done, not the Major League level.
Yeah, we're fortunate. We have a very progressive leadership group, and our president and CEO, Steve Keener, and senior vice president, Pat Wilson, they allow us to be very aggressive in trying to grow the game and providing resources to not only to our leagues here in the States, but our international partners as well.
And we should mention it's not just baseball, it's softball as well. It's boys and girls.
Yeah, softball is a very big part of our program, and we've made some significant changes to our softball program recently. Our softball director, Sarah Thompson, has really aligned our program with the other national organizations. So we put our softball program in a good position to really grow the game.
Clint Barmas grabs a quick throw, and he's got Dyson, 2 gone, and Burnett has retired 8 straight to start the game. And he'll now face his opposite number, the pitcher, Bruce Chen.
It was neat to listen to a few of the quotes that we had from our players we put on in the last couple innings of their Little League memories, and it's all about the fun stuff, the camaraderie with the kids on the field with them, and all about what baseball should be about having fun and just being involved with your teammates, and not so much pressure all the time of, oh, you got to win, you got to do this, which they're under constantly at this level, obviously. But that is what they remember. The fun, the good parts was that camaraderie with the other kids on their team.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, and seeing the Little Leaguers on the field today, that's really what Little League is all about. It's a community development program, getting families together and volunteers, and that's really what makes our program so special, is the fact that we're building the future leaders of tomorrow through the game of baseball and softball.
Well, Bruce Chen lines out to third base, and another 1-2-3 inning, Dan, but we thank you for dropping by, and we're going to talk about Little League all day today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chen.
1-0 Pirates heading to the bottom of the third. featuring a few local youth baseball leagues around the region. Up north, the Hampton Athletic Association includes nearly 900 boys and girls aged 4 to 18. They've been in operation for over 50 years. Today, our cameras were there. The Yankees beat the Orioles. Big League Pirates are going to try to do the same thing on the road trip starting Tuesday. We also want to wish Shane Ritz a speedy recovery. Shane is a 9-year-old from Hampton who was in the hospital after being injured during this past week in a game. He was hit by a pitch. And Shane, get well. But the Hampton Little League doing well. The kids here today enjoying their sunglasses too. Kids 14 and under getting sunglasses today. Well, they're not 14. Well, maybe they're a couple back there. Huh? But it was good to meet Dan Velt, the director of league development and affiliation for Little League Baseball. LittleLeague.org to find out any and all information about Little League Baseball. If you're interested in being a coach, LittleLeagueCoach.org. They've got a resource center there. And it'll explain to you the difference between the official Little League organization. Not every baseball organization is aligned with Little League Baseball and softball, so there's definitely a difference. And again, we thank Dan Velt for coming by. And again, it's LittleLeague.org. Find out more information. A.J. Burnett leads off. He's in the hole 0-2 against Bruce Chen.
AJ's been doing a super job on the mound today with those pitches we talked about earlier. He's averaging less than 10 pitches an inning.
27 pitches total for A.J. Burnett. And in contrast, just to put it in perspective, Bruce Chen needed 23 pitches just to get out of the first inning. Strikes out looking. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Bruce Chen. Ladies, you could join the Pirates for the Pitch for Hope Women's Baseball Clinic Sunday, June 24th. Learn the fundamentals of baseball, such as hitting, pitching, and fielding from Pirates coaches and players. Registration includes a brunch and a ticket to the Pirates and Tigers game that day. For tickets, call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS or go to pirates.com/pitch for hope. These reports last year, the clinic very, very good.
Looked like somebody
grow this year.
Got one out of the ballpark shot.
Somebody we know?
I don't know who it was, but it looked like it was over the fence.
Back to the top of the order, and Alex Presley, 1 ball and 1 strike. Presley 1 for 1 with a run scored today. .239 the average. Presley fouls it off. How about Lacey Collins in the Arizona desert? Oh, she took part in the clinic last year. I don't think she hit one out, but I heard she hit well. Line drives.
Looks like a softball bat, though.
Check swing, foul. 1-2. Folks getting the Pirate gear.
Looks like they've already got a bunch of Pirate gear. Everybody has something on.
It's nice to see, and it's starting to come out again around town. Last year at this time, the Pirates just started to make a move. As Presley hits one over to Moustakas, throws him out for out number 2. What team did you play for in Little League, Bob?
Where did these come from?
There's the Maroon Pirates.
Yeah.
You were actually a Yankee at one point. So the official Little League patch on your shoulder.
I had a shirt that's with a blue hat. I don't know where you got those pictures. I don't think I've seen those pictures.
I'm surprised they had color film back then.
I don't know where they came from. The color film, man. I can remember being a Maroon Pirate. That was like when I was like a not major leagues, like a little league thing.
Yeah, minor league. Yeah. But you were a Maroon Pirate. You told me you were a Blue Pirate. Neil Walker's got a base hit. He's a real Pirate.
Yeah, I have a picture at home that says Newhall, which was the team that we were on, and I got a blue P on.
That's me real young. I think I was 8
And
see the one with the check mark that indicates that's me. Right
and they didn't have color film back then, obviously.
They didn't. They did not have color film, at least that day. That was for the Dodgers in Nashville, New Hampshire. And the coaches on that team, incidentally, Bill Toomey, Bob Desmond, were Pirate general manager Neil Huntington's high school coaches. How about that?
Yeah. Small world.
Small world. Talked to Neil about it today, and he reminded me that as a left-handed guy, they took a chance on him when the starting shortstop went down. They had him play shortstop as a lefty. He was in high school for a little bit. He was a first baseman and an outfielder. But yeah, that picture there, that's real old. Two outs, one on the pitch. McCutchen takes upstairs. Those were the days, and you and I were talking about them earlier, when you used to have opening day and you'd have your team sign and you'd march down Main Street or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then after you'd have your sign, your parade or whatever, you'd walk to the field, get introduced, and that was fun. It was fun back then. You say the Little League pledge and get on with the games.
You'd have the whole team in the back of somebody's pickup truck. Those were the floats back then. A lot of fun those days. I got to look at the back of that picture when I get home now and see what year that was.
Strike on the inside corner, 1-1. You got any memory? You remember anything? I mean, you've been around so many games. You ever have one memory from a game that sticks out from that far back?
Yeah, when I was, I think, wearing that maroon Pirate uniform. Hit my only other home run in my life, other than the one they show all the time.
Remember who you hit it off of?
Yeah, Tommy Helms of the Solons. Hit to right center. Well, this is ridiculous talking about this home run, but the reason I remember it was because I was like in a lower echelon Little League, and that was on the big Little League guys' field.
On the right field side and out of play, foul.
And so I was only, I think, 10 years old. So I thought, wow, when I'm 11 and 12, I'm going to be hitting lots of home runs. Never ever hit another one until I was like 32.
You had to wait till you had the wind blowing out at Wrigley Field one day.
Yeah. I didn't know I was going to have to wait so long.
That's funny. 1 ball, 2 strikes to McCutchen. Throw by Chen over to first. Walker back.
But the thing that I really remember the most, and it kind of flashed back on me even again when I was hearing the guys talk about their Little League memories, was like you would spend all day at the Little League complex, you know, with all your buddies.
McCutchen
get up,
hammers this one deep to left field, gone. Home run number 11 for Andrew McCutchen, and the Pirates lead it 3-0. McCutchen has driven in all 3 Pirate runs this afternoon.
A left-handed pitcher just got to start walking him. Don't throw him anything. He's just crushing the left-hand pitching. Up, out over the plate. That is the spot that most home runs come from.
Almost like Bob Walk against the Solons.
Oh, look at this.
Casey
ball
McGee,
down and in.
Hit by a pitch, so he's at first. Pirates will take the base runner with 2 outs.
Yeah, to finish up my thought, one of my big memories of Little League is spending all day at the Little League field chasing foul balls, because if you brought a foul ball, you got a free snow cone. And I think it was Resop that talked about getting the snow cones, and that's like, that was the main thing. Your main goal of the day, how many snow cones could you get? Now it's how many cups of Gatorade.
That's it.
You hit a home run, you get a free cup of Gatorade.
We used to get them 3 when I was I think 11 and 12. We had Dr. Robleski's son on our team, and His mom, Dr. Wroblewski's wife, would bring us 6 glass bottles of Gatorade in a styrofoam cooler every game. So we loved having the doctor's wife as one of the team moms.
Oh, you got to have a good team mom.
Yep. She'd just drop it off, wouldn't say a word. Matt Haig fouls it off.
I think Jay Hayes' mom would make a great team mom.
Bonita?
You think?
Yeah, Bonita Harris. Yeah,
she would be a great team mom.
Yep. She wasn't too happy on the road trip in Cincinnati when Jay had a pitch thrown up and in. She was pretty demonstrative.
That's what I mean. That's being a team mom. Yeah. You're up there and you're in the game.
Well, Matt Haig strikes out, but the Pirates strike for 2 more. Andrew McCutchen. He goes yard here. That guy. Yeah, that guy. He goes deep. And the Pirates now with a 3-0 lead.
You know, just hanging out with your buddies. You know, usually it's the same buddies you see on a day-to-day basis. You know, you get to play with, go swimming afterwards, and you know, it's just fun. I mean, enjoyed going on road trips. You know, having travel games, staying in hotels as a young kid. It's a fun adventure, and you know that's what we're doing now. We get to still travel, going to hotels, go to different cities. So, I mean, but as a kid, you know, you're just playing the game that you know you're just playing for fun, and that's how it should be here too. Just playing the game, having fun, and you know, that's the way it is.
Garrett Jones, who was known as Bam Bam by kids around his neighborhood because he was the biggest kid and always carried a bat around, looked like Bam Bam carrying a club around bedrock. 3-0 Pirates. A.J. Burnett, a couple of more runs to work with. He's retired the first 9 Royals, so Alex Gordon, the leadoff man, gets his second at bat in the top half of the 4th inning. Gordon flying out to left field on the first pitch he saw. Now it's 1-1. Now there's a little Bam Bam. Tinley Park, Illinois. Wonder how far that ball went off that aluminum bat.
You know, it's funny about all the uniforms and the colors. A lot of times in a lot of little league organizations that have no relationship to the colors of the teams. Like, for instance, you can be the Pirates and wear maroon. You don't ever really have that matchup.
He went strike 3. Second strikeout. And now that's 10 in a row. Set down to start the game by AJ. Time for today's trivia question, brought to you by AT&T Mobility. Who was the first former Little League player to manage in the major leagues? First former Little League player to manage in the majors. And a hint is that he was a participant in the Little League World Series. Pretty good one, too. Vitello takes inside for ball one. Vitello bounced right back to Burnett in the first inning. AJ had a 6-pitch first inning.
The very first one. The pitch count still in great shape. Just 33 total here in the fourth inning. That had to be a goal of AJ's today, was to be efficient, make sure he gets deep into this ball game. And he is certainly doing that.
Barajas gives this one a look. 3 rows up.
Well, I know that Lloyd McClendon was an absolute star in the Little League World Series, but I can't believe that he would be the first Little Leaguer to ever manage.
Time for some refreshment. And the
oh yes, get that Jolly Roger, and that's one of my favorites too.
The Keystone one. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. You got to have a sword. Have to.
That the Keystone Jolly Roger was very popular during the Philadelphia series.
2-1 to center field, and right there, Andrew McCutchen. 2 men out for Kansas City in the fourth. Pirates will take on the American League Detroit Tigers Saturday, June 23rd. Special 4:05 matinee game. All fans receive a Pirates cap at the gates. Compliments of Root Sports. It's also an Eaton Park Scratch and Win Saturday, where all fans receive a scratch card. Good for prizes from Eaton Park. For tickets, visit pirates.com. 2 men out. Eric Hosmer, the hitter, first baseman, popped up to Clint Barmas at short in the first. Two balls and no strikes. One of the lessons that I remember early on, from about age 8 till now, from I learned in Little League, is know what to do when you get the ball, when you don't get the ball, and once you get rid of the ball. If you can figure those things out.
You confused me. So go that again.
Know what to do when you get the ball.
Know what to do when you get the ball. Okay.
When you don't get the ball.
Know what to do when you don't get the ball.
And when you get rid of the ball.
And know what to do when you get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
What if you don't get the ball?
You might be
backing
backing
can't get rid of it.
You might be backing up a base, or backing up another player if you don't get the ball.
Sounds like a who's on first or
third base.
Yeah. No. Know what to do when you get the ball, even if you don't get the ball.
And once you get rid of the ball.
Once you get rid of the ball.
Right. It's not on the same play. I'm just saying. You got to know what to do in all the situations.
I know what you mean. I was just kidding.
Foul ball. She stayed with it. I think she recovered.
Oh yeah, and made the good throw. Had time. Slow runner. No problem. No error. Kept the ball in the infield. Didn't panic. Made the good throw.
She knew what to do after she got rid of the ball. That was to sit back down.
Yeah. And once she got the ball, to throw it to a kid.
Payoff pitch, and Hosmer walks, and that ends a string of 11 straight. Retired to start the game. 2-out walk issue.
He went breaking ball there. He had confidence he's going to be able to throw it for a strike. Here it comes. Tried to bring it in over that outside corner. Just never came in for him.
Mike Moustakas, cleanup man. He's got an 11-game hitting streak going that matches his career high. Runner takes off. Pitches a strike, throw down. Not in time on a stolen base. That is the 20th consecutive stolen base by an opposition base runner.
I think we still only have 4 caught stealings. Is that correct? On the season. We're in June. Barmas just about caught him oversliding the bag.
The opposition this year, 42 of 46 in steals against the Pirates. Ground ball wide of first. Foul ball.
I said about a week ago, if you want to nitpick, there's an area to go to.
Considering what the pitching has done and considering the record, you got to take the good with the bad.
Right. But there are a few areas that the pitching can improve. They've done so well. One of them is they could, maybe hold the runners on better. And you have to put blame on catchers too. You can throw better, but most of the time it's not necessarily the catcher that's at fault. Guys are getting big jumps. As right there, that was a huge jump.
Burnett's 0-2. Moustakas strikes out. Second strikeout of the inning. Third one of the game. We're through 3.5. And the Pirates leading the Royals 3-0. Former Little League player to manage in the big leagues. Well, Bob, you were right. Lloyd McClendon played for Gary, Indiana, 1971 Little League World Series. Later became the Pirates manager, but here he is.
Now look how big he is in relationship to the other kids. He is huge.
5 home runs in 5 at-bats for Gary, Indiana. How about that? And we'll see Lloyd when the Tigers come in.
Legendary Lloyd.
The next homestand, one of the coaches with the Tigers.
I think he had like about a dozen plate appearances or so. They walked him every other time. And you could understand why.
Good.
That's why we always called him Legendary Lloyd, because of the Little League World Series he was in.
Well, he looked big enough to drive himself.
Well, yeah,
to the games.
that's the thing. He couldn't have grown more than maybe an inch after that. He got filled out, got stronger, but he was like one of the tallest kids on the field, and we always kidded him about that too. But well, no wonder you're as big then as you are now.
0-2 to Rod Barajas. Bruce Chen delivers outside for ball 1. 1-2. Glad you tuned in to Pirates baseball this afternoon with Dan Potash and Bob Walk. I'm Tim Neverett. This is our Little League tribute game, and a hot shot off the glove of Escobar into left field, a base hit. Well, we'll see, but Barajas is aboard. Ball was smacked pretty hard. It will be an error.
Ball was hit pretty good. Most of the time, the shortstop's going to catch that ball.
So either way, you got a runner on first and nobody out. Leadoff man aboard for Josh Harrison. Now City's Escobar with the error. Ed Yost probably not too happy about that. Harrison Pretty well struck to center field. Dyson going back, and he will make the catch. Barajas in trouble. He was around second. He is heading back to first, and the throw high, but Hosmer gets down on the bag for the double play. Well, the read that Barajas had was that J-Hay had burned the center fielder Dyson. But Dyson recovering and making a nice play.
Yeah, Rod just misread it. When you don't have a whole lot of speed, you got to really be careful.
It takes a while to go into reverse. Rod struggled to get back.
What makes that play a little worse is the fact that there was nobody out. And with one out, then maybe you want to gamble a little bit, but with nobody out, that ball falls in. Pirates are second, third, nobody out, looking at a big inning.
Farmers grounds out to Moustakas at third base. 3-0 Pirates heading to the fifth at PNC Park. We invite you to relive the most memorable home runs in Pirates history on a new Inside Pirates Baseball special. 10 great Pirates home runs. Wednesday at 6 o'clock on Root Sports. McCutchen had one this afternoon. That was in the third inning, a 2-run shot. You get a 3-0 ball game. Kids having a great time on this Sunday, as they always do on a Kids Sunday. Kids get to run the bases here after games. There's always the Kids Fun Zone on Federal Street prior to the games. So parents, if you're going to bring your kids down for a Sunday game, make a day of it. Come down early. Lots of activities for them to do on Federal Street, just outside the ballpark. And hang all the way through. Let them get a chance to run the bases on a major league field after the game. Ryan Pena takes a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pena grounded to Clint Barmas at shortstop in the second inning. That's good speed right there. Can't teach speed.
Nope, not at all.
Pena fouls this one away.
It'll be a natural to have that kind of speed.
That dog's got his bathing suit on and everything. That's right. Can't teach speed. Trying to speed away from mom.
Something's interesting. Made the stop.
Doesn't take much, does it?
A bug or something crawling up the wall.
1-2. Pena chops that one foul.
a rock at those ages. They love to collect rocks.
All right, throw it, throw it, throw it. Faked him out. Look at that. Gave him the okie doke.
Not right, is it?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, now we got it. But look how fast the dog swims.
Just missed. 2-2. Or did it?
No, that was a pretty good looking pitch. Well above the knees. Got plenty of the plate.
AJ didn't get the call on that one. Nobody on, nobody out. The 2-2 to Pena. He will get another. Check out the pitch count.
Yeah, we're in the 5th inning. 50 pitches. Not bad.
Burnett making his 39th interleague start today. He's 19-11 in interleague play. Slow roller to Walker. Quick flip. Retires Pena. We'll take you down south now to Cannonsburg. We'll tell you about the Cannon Mac Youth Baseball Association. They're celebrating their 60th anniversary this year. And they play at Falcone Fields Complex in Cannonsburg. And they've got a motto. At the heart of it all, it's just a kid playing ball. Just like you're in the backyard. Except here you get a lot more people watching. Mitchmeyer takes a ball.
She's on the ball.
He's looking at the activity in the Kansas City bullpen.
Now we're getting down toward that number 9 spot.
Guys just walking around out there. She was just seeing who was warming up, who was getting up.
Yep.
2 balls, no strikes. Now it's 3-0 as AJ falls behind.
It's going to be a little warm out in those bullpens today. There's not a lot of shade out there.
Former Pirate prospect Nathan Adcock, who was lost in the Rule 5 draft last year. Royals kept him up in the big leagues the whole year. There's a strike. .196 for Meyer. 3-1 from Burnett. It's 3-2. All right, let's test out your skills, Bob. Name this little leaguer. I think I got it. But what do you think?
Is it Hughes?
I'm going to say it's Resop.
Resop? That was my first guess, was Resop. But then the one on the right, the little look. You know, Resop or Hughes gets that mean, serious look. Those eyes. I don't know.
See if we're right or not. Who is it? It is.
Resop, yeah. I should have went with my first thought.
Chris.
Different haircut now.
Yeah. A little bit. And Joel Hanrahan.
He gets a break.
Standing in the shade out there.
Great shots of the bullpen now. Seeing the guys warm up.
Lamar, the second base runner for Kansas City, the second walk issued by Burnett. And the batter for Kansas City is Alcides Escobar, who struck out swinging to start the 3rd inning. Pitch out, nothing doing. 1 ball the count.
AJ not the quickest guy to the plate. That's one of the main problems that AJ has when it comes to controlling the running game. He's got a pretty good leg kick. Fast runners will take advantage of that.
There's a strike. Just showed you Clint Hurdle a moment ago. joking earlier this week that he didn't have any Little League pictures because he said that his parents just never took any. Back then, not a lot of people took pictures, he said. And so there's no documentation of his Little League history. Escobar, he dropped something.
Now that's knocking the bat out of somebody's hand right there without even touching it. That's hard to do. He just scared him real good.
2-1. 1 out and 1 on. And now the pitch from AJ. Runner goes, and the ball fouled away. Rob King on the left. Kent Tekulve. What's that? Fairfield. What is that? Pharmacy? Or plumbing? I can't read that. Pharmacy. Okay.
Yeah. Fairfield Pharmacy.
And after the game, those two will appear in more modern day outfits on the postgame show. Throw down. Safe. Another stolen base.
He's a lot older than Clint, so there's had cameras. You can see that leg kick again.
Second stolen base this year for Meyer.
Oh, fairly close. Just barely got his foot to the bag. I just love that AGH cam every time I see it. You see all the little grains of sand or whatever, the little clay just hanging in the air. Great shot that is.
1 out, a full count to Escobar. Pirates up 3-0, top of the 5th. Escobar is plunked. 2 men on now for Kansas City.
See, if you're going to throw a ball forward, then you might as well just hit it. That's a breaking ball that somehow slipped out of AJ's hand way early.
Held on to the bat that time, though. So 2 on, and for the first time in the game, the Royals bring the tying run to the plate. It'll be Gerard Dyson, the center fielder.
Second inning. How about the tying run to the plate in the second inning, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was 1-0.
Technicality.
Technicality. All right. So for the second time in the game, the tying run comes to the plate.
For the first time in the game, though, that AJ has had some problems. Basically, he was just cruising up until this point. We kept highlighting that pitch count, how great he was doing with that.
Ray Searage out there to visit. Probably just told him to throw a double play ball here.
That's what we would like. Oh, look at this.
How about that?
Pitch count.
That's good coaching right there.
Yep.
A.J. Burnett, pitcher's best friend. 6 unassisted to 3. And the Royals are done in the 5th. Sports medicine injury update. Charlie Morton during a bullpen session earlier today. Charlie has been trying to work through an elbow issue, but getting out there in the bullpen under the watchful eye of Erwin Valencia, the rehab coordinator. He's in the doorway there. Euclides Rojas, the bullpen coach, watching closely as well. Our injury update brought to you by our friends at Allegheny General Hospital Sports Medicine, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates. No telling yet when Charlie will be back and eligible to pitch again. Jeff Karsten still working his way back. He's been set back about an additional week.
Some intensity there with that "Let's Go Bucks" chant.
Well, they want to win.
Either that was the glasses. I don't know. One of the two.
AJ swinging through that one for strike 2. There's no doubt. Oh, yeah. Look at that. They mean business today. Yeah. They opened up the paper and looked at the standings this morning. Yeah. They know where the Pirates are. Right in Cincinnati's rearview mirror. One-two pitch. Burnett fouls it back.
At that age, it's more likely to be an iPad or a laptop or something.
True. True. They checked it out on their smartphone is what they did. But tonight, Cincinnati hosts Detroit. Drew Smiley pitching for the Tigers against Homer Bailey of Cincinnati. If Detroit comes up with a win in that ball game and the Pirates hang on and win here and sweep the Royals, that one would turn into a flat line and the Pirates would be tied with the Reds for the division lead. AJ reached for that one and struck out. So you can follow the Pirates with the MLB.com at Bat 12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile. They've got the standings on there. You can get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and a lot more. Text at Bat to 31826 or visit Pirates.com for details. It's Root Sports. Just in case you're wondering. Home turn it on.
Those are some sweet unis. How good is that, huh? Especially when you get it all over your face. That can't be any. Summertime right there. That's it.
0-2 to Alex Presley. Presley 1 for 2 today. AJ keeping the arm warm.
Yeah, he always wraps that towel around it.
0-2 pitch. Presley facing Bruce Chen. Chen has pitched for the Braves, the Phillies, the Mets, the Expos, the Reds. Ready for more? The Astros, the Red Sox, the Orioles, the Rangers, and now the Royals. Roller to the left side. Moustakas dropped it. And Presley aboard with one out. Error on Mike Moustakas.
Kind of a forced error. He knows who's going down the line. Everything's going to have to be perfect to get an out. He's rushing a little bit. The ball is right there. Oh, he never got his hand into the glove. It looked like his fingers got hung up on the webbing. Never got his hand down to the pocket where the ball was. Again, we saw that with the AGH cam. Shows exactly why the ball was dropped. No other replay will show you that. None.
You're correct. I don't disagree. Strike called to Neal.
In the old days, we just knew, well, he dropped it. We didn't know how or why. We have the technology.
Well, Ricky Rhodes out there. He's the master of the AGH cam. He's got his own staff. Pirates got a run in the first. Alex Presley a leadoff single. Then McCutchen drove him home with a gap double to right center. Walker with a base hit in the third, and McCutchen a 2-run home run. McCutchen now with 35 runs batted in. And Neal with strike 2. Walker has raised his average to 278. Continues to have that slow climb up. A number of multi-hit efforts recently.
Came very close to hitting 300 his rookie year. Would not be surprised at all. He's over that mark by the time we get to September.
Yeah, he was very close. I remember the last series of the year, his rookie season, we were in
Miami.
And there was some chatter about, well, do you sit him or not? And he played and ended up at what, 298?
Yeah, he and Tomlin both, I think, went into that series over 300. And they ended up just a little below.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Bruce Chen will throw to first. Presley on the run. Hosmer will throw down. Safe! Giovatello missed the tag. And a stolen base for Presley. His third in the last 2 days and his 6th of the year.
Now the first baseman's going to come off to the infield side, take a couple of steps. So the throw is going to be offline to that side. And that makes it just a little bit longer to get that tag down.
Well, the AGH cam slows it down. Bob, what do you think now? Same or different?
I think that he might be out. I think that the tag was there.
And Ed Yost perhaps had a point.
I don't know now.
Might have got there at the same time.
Yeah, very close. How do you argue with the umpire, though, when you're not even totally sure with the AGH cam? Can't argue it.
Runner in scoring position, 1 out. Walker a chance to get an RBI in. Struck out.
I guess you could also say
let's check out our minor league update. Down in Bradenton last night, the Marauders hosted the Jupiter Hammerheads, a Marlins affiliate. Garrett Cole, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Garrett Cole, also a former Little Leaguer, played for Tustin Western Little League in California. 2003, he led his team to the Section 5 championship game. And as a 12-year-old, he had 2 walk-off home runs, one of which was Kelly Leak style. He at least started that way. The other team attempted to intentionally walk him like McCutchen is being walked here. And he swung at the first 2 pitches, tried to hit him even though they were way outside, and then when he had 2 strikes on him, the team pitched to him and he hit a walk-off homer instead. That was Garrett Cole.
he is one of those guys that was the best player on his team.
Yes, sir.
So,
number 1 overall draft choice last year by the Pirates. Number 1 pick in baseball.
That's pretty nice when you can kind of spot the other team a couple of strikes. I'll give you 2 strikes. Will you pitch to me then? And they take the bait and you hit a home run.
Casey McGee, 2 out of 3 in the series. Today is 0 for 1, a line out to second base, but was hit by a pitch on the foot in the third. 2 out, 2 on. Good speed on the bases, too. Presley at second base, McCutchen behind him at first. 1-0 pitch coming to Casey McGee. Down to third base, backing up Moustakas. Fires on the first, and he got him. Pirates will strand 2. We'll head to the 6th in Pittsburgh. 3-0 Pirates.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel.com, definitely worth the click. By PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. And by Chevy Cruise, which offers EPA estimated 42 mpg highway. Let's go Bucks!
Well, that's our producer right there, Adam Elmore, today. First guy you saw on the far left was our director, Pete Soma. What happened here? Oh, no. Saul hit in the eye with a foreign object.
They got him with the water.
Yeah, Kelvin Herrera.
You can't throw water on a pierogi. Yeah, what's it going to taste like after that?
Oh. That was a hit and run right there.
Yeah.
A.J. Burnett facing Clint Robinson. He's 0 for 2 in the big leagues. Made his big league debut 2 nights ago. Had to face Joel Hanrahan with 2 outs in the ninth, and Joel struck him out on 3 pitches. Clint Robinson's been tearing up minor league pitching. He's hitting well over 313 at Omaha at the time of his call up. Ned Yost bringing him up for interleague play, wanting a bat off the bench in the National League ballpark as opposed to an extra pitcher. Oh, 2 pitch. He fouled it back. Nothing in 2 to Robinson. Burnett facing him. And the 0-2 pitch. Down to first. Smothered by Haig. Toss to Burnett for the out. Let's check in with Dan Potas. Danny?
All right, guys, thank you very much. Our tribute to Little League Baseball continuing this afternoon. I want to introduce you to Marty Armstrong, the manager/coach of the Stir Rock Mets. And you've got your whole team sitting down here, quite a few kids. Why don't you tell me what's special about this group?
What's special about this group is, Dan, out of 14 kids on our team, 11 of them come from broken homes. And they bring a positive attitude to the baseball field every given night. And this young gentleman here, he was 3 years old. His father was fighting for the country, and he's a Navy SEAL. He passed away and had no one show him how to pitch, so he went on YouTube and learned a curveball. And 2 weeks ago, he threw 15 strikeouts, and 4 games later, he threw 15 strikeouts. So
you throw some nasty stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Threw a lot of junk.
You learned how to throw that on YouTube, really?
Yes.
Well, has the generation changed or what?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. But it's a pleasure coaching these young gentlemen. Like I said, they bring a positive attitude to the field every game. I'm really fortunate to be a mentor to these kids.
Hey, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
Thanks, Dan. Thank you very much.
Guys, that's pretty cool. All about YouTube.
It is. And Alex Gordon, the first hit off A.J. Burnett this afternoon. Alex Gordon, first single on Burnett. Getting acknowledgement from the crowd as he pitched 5 1/3 no-hit innings.
I really needed him to come up with a big game. The way the bullpen has been used so much of late, and he's doing that so far today. Only 1 hit. Ground ball through the right side.
One out, 1 on for Giovotella, second baseman today, who takes a strike. Giovotella's 0 for 2. Bounced back to Burnett in the first inning, and then in the fourth, hit a sharp liner right at Andrew McCutchen in center field.
I'm going to have to check out some YouTube stuff. Curveball story. I think that's great.
Yeah. Be fun to look at. Terrific story that Dan brought us right there.
Thank you, Dan.
No balls and a strike. 1 out, 3-0 Pirates here in the 6th inning. Just the 1 hit so far, and it's come here in the 6th with 1 out.
The main thing, though, is that 0. Got to keep that up there.
There goes the runner. Throw down by Barajas. Hits. Gordon goes out into left field. He doesn't know where it is, but he's going to be stuck at second.
He had to feel that ball hit him. He would have thought he would have looked up right away. Straight steal, no look to see what's going on, but would have thought he would have got up ready to run. Now watch where this ball goes off his leg. He kicks it in the left field. Would have had an easy shot at moving up if he could have found it soon enough. Hopefully that'll be a big break for us. It's a huge difference being a second and third with just one out. And when you're down by 3 runs too, the Pirates in no way would you think about playing in. The infield would be back. It would have been a great opportunity for the Royals to pick up a run. Hurdle definitely happy right now with what his big right-hander's giving him. End of the 6th inning. He's only thrown 74 pitches.
Two pitch. One is fouled off.
What he has on his finger there in his left hand, index finger.
Sort of pad he's got taped on there, looks like.
Yeah, usually the pad is on that, always on the top hand, where the bat's being driven into your hand. You don't see it on the lead hand very often, or ever.
Up in the air to shallow left center field. Presley makes the grab. 2 gone for the Royals in the 6th. Fans, our camera crew captures some great moments during Bucco games. Now you can make these moments yours. So check out our new Capturing the Moment photo gallery, where you can view and download special Pirate game photos taken by Root Sports. Just visit rootsports.com. These guys get great shots.
They can do it.
What they're doing.
Absolutely fantastic crew. Best in the country.
Eric Hosmer, the first baseman, grounds to the right side, backhanded by Haig. Long toss to Burnett. That'll do it. Nothing across. No hitter broken up here in the 6th. Going to the bottom of the 6th. The Buccos still with a 3-0 lead.
not worrying about anything, just going out there and let whatever happens, happens. I prepare myself, obviously more than what I did in Little League, but, I think that's the biggest thing. And it's something I carry with me now to this day, is just go out there, have fun, because when it ends, I don't want to say I put too much pressure on myself and I didn't enjoy it while it lasted.
Jeff Karstens, hope to see Jeff back pretty soon, but certainly these players never forget. Sit down and talk to any one of them about their Little League days. They remember details and start of the formation of their profession. They do now. 3-0 going to the bottom of the 6th inning. And former Pirate prospect Nathan Adcock. Nate Adcock picked up in the Rule 5 draft last year by Kansas City, taken from the Pirates, and he ended up on the big league roster all last year, so he is now a member of the Royals organization. So here is Adcock, and he will face Matt Haig to start things off.
Whip a little high there on the stat sheet. 166. Needs to work on that.
Check out the ticker at the bottom of the screen. 412-412 to text him in. Any Little League memories? You want to have any shout outs about Little League baseball? Anything you want us to know about Little League baseball? Text it to 412-412. Message and data rates apply.
Do you have any pictures of Glass when he was in Little League?
Yeah, why do you suppose that is? Three and one is the count. Why do you think that'd be, Bob?
I don't know. What is he? Oh man.
Yeah, they've got their Sunday stubble going.
Yeah.
Now that's the first and only time you'll ever see his mouth taped shut. Let's see, Greg taped it on the bottom lip. He's got the Abraham Lincoln working. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's a little stubble everywhere, looks like.
Yeah. You see, there you go. And then there's that.
I don't know. I can't understand why they would be doing that. I'll have to sit here and ponder.
Just don't scratch your fingers while you ponder.
It was Little League day. I didn't shave when I was in Little League, so I didn't shave today. I mean, I thought that was a theme. I didn't know. Nobody tells me these things.
Barajas fouls it off.
And the reason they don't have pictures of Blast in Little League? Yeah, see, I
didn't shave there.
Didn't shave that either.
What nice game pants you had, by the way, on the left.
It was the old days now. I am surprised they do have colored film. But the reason that there's no pictures of Blast is because they were afraid that the guy with the little cape over him, when they were taking the pictures.
Oh, right.
He would get hit with the ball, so they wouldn't let him on the field.
I see. All right.
They had those big glass plates that they were always changing, too, Might break out there.
A walk to Haig. He's at first base. Barajas strikes out. Now with the right-hander Adcock out there. Clint Hurdle will send up a left-handed bat at Dara Jones.
And Clint wants a little insurance. And Garrett Jones, he didn't have that nickname in Little League as Bam Bam for nothing. He has that ability to get one with one swing. Pretty good breeze blowing straight in today. But Garrett can turn the wind around. Those flags are, that's straight in from dead center field.
.243, 7 homers, 21 runs knocked in. And the Duchess blowing her horn on the Allegheny River. Usually gets the crowd going. She is.
Oh, the Duchess knows the Royals are here. Saying hi.
How about the traffic out there today?
Yeah, it's like a slalom race.
It's like the Duchess has an escort in front, has to clear the way.
Yeah. Summertime on the Allegheny. A little crowded.
Base hit for Jones.
Here we go.
Bam Bam with a base knock. Pinch hit single for Garrett Jones. Pirates in business. Runners at first and second and one out.
Dropped the head of the bat right to the baseball. Kind of a golf swing. Good pitch down and in. Whipped it hard through that right side. Hit it too hard. Hagan able to move to third on the ground ball single.
Clint Barmas 0 for 2. 2 for 9 in the series, however. He's still trying to get off the interstate. He's been on there too long. 193. 3-0 Pirates, bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates trying to sweep the Royals in this series. They've won the first 2. And Barmas hits this one well down the left field line. That ball is going to hook.
Foul potato.
Had the distance, but just hooked foul. We talk about what if today, if the Pirates would win. They would win 4 in a row, matching their season high of 4 straight. They go to a season high or season best 5 games over 500. Earn their second sweep of the season. Toward the gap in left center field. Dyson underneath it. Will make the catch. Barnes is 0 for 3. Let's take a look at our this day in Pirates history, brought to you by our friends at Day Automotive. On this day, back in 1984, 1984, Lee Lacy had a 2-run inside the park home run as part of a 7-run 12th that gave the Pirates a 12-6 win over the Phillies. Thanks to Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. June 10th, 1984.
7 runs in 1 inning. Little league like.
Jay Burnett with a swing and a miss.
Hit a nice line drive toward the bullpen here.
A lot of room out there.
A lot of room out in left center.
And a comebacker. Adcock fields, throws over to first base. CJ's gone. He's 0 for 3. Pirates leave 2 and will now move to the 7th inning at PNC Park. Buccos hanging on to a 3-0 lead.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Levin Furniture, for a great deal on outdoor furniture. Let's go Bucks!
That's our director, Pete Toma. I think just before he was ejected from a game with throwing his jersey on the field, not happy with the umpire, and to this day has not gotten over the call. And still would argue that he was right and the umpire was wrong. Saw Jason Steele, one of the other gypsies in the trailer prior to that. 3-0. Pirates with the lead, top of the 7th inning. Do you believe that Pete was actually thrown out of the game? Literally?
I can't believe he had hair. A lot of it. He must have had a wig on, huh?
Pretty young to be wearing a wig, don't you think?
Well, what happened to all the hair?
He got older. That's, happens.
Yeah, it does.
It's on your chin. That's where it all went. Yeah. Mike Moustakas takes a strike. Garrett Jones remains in the game, is playing right field. Burnett's 0-1 pitch. Fouled off, 0-2, getting ahead of the Kansas City third baseman. Kansas City goes home for a short 3-game homestand after this 3-game road trip.
See how they like it.
Foul ball. They will have an off day tomorrow. Have a 3-game homestand starting Tuesday with Milwaukee. And then they'll continue interleague play through the weekend and in the next week. 3 at St. Louis and 3 at Houston. So in and out for Kansas City this week. Oh, 2 pitch. A ground ball wide at first. For the Pirates, we'll look at the Nissan road ahead. Off day tomorrow for the Pirates, a travel day. And then it's the Baltimore Orioles. Brad Lincoln against Wei-Yin Chen. Brian Mattis will pitch against Kevin Correa on Wednesday. Thursday, Orioles haven't announced a starter yet. Eric Bedard, former Orioles, set to go. Ground ball to Walker. Moustakas is out. Gone in the Kansas City 7th.
Well, if the Buccos can continue this good play through this next road trip, not only have they really upped their game, they've done it at a time where they've been on the road almost continually. Just 3 home games here against Kansas City in the middle of a couple of road trips. Usually that's when you worry about playing poorly. The Pirates coming home for those 3 games, just enough time to get the laundry done and going back out on the road or playing some of their best baseball of the year.
Pirates have won 5 straight series now. We'll look to do some damage against Baltimore. Baltimore's had a very good start to the year. No question. They've been one of the surprise teams in the American League. Baltimore starting the day a game out of first place. A half game back of second place New York and a full game behind Tampa Bay in the American League East.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a lot of folks watching that series because around baseball, Pirates got to be considered to be one of the surprising teams of being up maybe in first place, playing Baltimore. It's got to be an interesting series for everybody.
And after Baltimore, it's on to Cleveland. Pirates were swept in Cleveland last year, but the way the Pirates are playing and the short distance between Pittsburgh and Cleveland, we hope a lot of people would show up in Cleveland wearing black and gold to support the Pirates.
It'd be another Baltimore-Pittsburgh World Series. It's kind of a tradition around here.
Yeah, 71, 79. What's wrong with 12?
Why not? A lot of work left to be done.
A lot of work. There's only 103 games left, Bob. So, we're whittling them down one by one.
One at a time.
There's a rope to right field and a base hit for Brian Pena. He'll turn and head for second base. Jones' throw is not there. And a hustle double for Pena, his 8th double of the season. And the Royals with a man in scoring position and 1 out.
I'll give him credit for a good hustling double, but kind of thought he was taking a pretty good chance. 7th inning, down by 3 runs. Now, if this ball gets to the wall, then keep going. But once the ball gets cut off, I expected him to put on the brakes and accept the single.
It'd be hard to run with a strap undone on your shin guard like Pena had. Ground ball wide of first base to Mitch Meyer. Meyer this afternoon 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base. Hitting 196. 3-0 lead for the Pirates. Top of the 7th inning. 1 on and 1 out for KC. Strike 2. And Burnett with 1 out in the 7th. He looks behind him. A right-hander warming up in the Pirate bullpen. But regardless, AJ has given the bullpen a bit of a break today, and that's important when you're looking at a day off tomorrow. Juan Cruz up and throwing. Give everybody an extra day's rest, depending on how far Burnett can go here this afternoon. And head into Baltimore with a completely full arsenal of relievers.
The bullpen's been pitching so much lately, they could all use a day off.
One, 2. Got it. Meyer down on strikes. That'll be strikeout number 4 for Burnett.
Hard breaking ball down and in. Couldn't hold up.
Alcides Escobar with 2 men out now. Six and 2/3. 2 hits, no runs, keeping that ERA down. And drive to left field on the run. Presley. That's a double. Bouncing over the wall, and a run will come in. It's now 3-1. Escobar with his 14th double. 2 doubles in the inning off AJ, and the Royals get the 0 off the board.
Pena with that hustling double, getting himself in the scoring position, paid off. And if he was just at first base, this would stop him at third. Would not be allowed to score on a ball bouncing into the stands.
Runner takes off for third base, and Barajas will ignore him.
So there's a situation where McGee doesn't go cover the bag. There's communications. He knew that there wasn't going to be a play, so don't leave your position to cover the bag.
Oh, 2 now to Dyson. Dyson hit into an inning-ending double play in the 5th inning. And the Royals have 2 men on base and 1 man out. And now AJ trying to strike him out to end this top of the 7th. And he does it. 5th strikeout of the game for Burnett. 1 run comes in on a pair of doubles. And the 0 off the board for Kansas City. It's a 2-run game now. We have reached stretch time. 7th inning stretch. Pirates leading it 3-1 on this Sunday afternoon. We'll take you around PNC Park, show you some of the sights, and let you listen to some of the sounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you now to stand and join the Pirates and Major League Baseball as we remember the lives lost on September 11th, 2001, while offering support to our troops here and abroad. Here to lead us with God Bless America are students from the Eisenhower Elementary School Chorus.
God bless America.
As they try to sweep the Royals out of Pittsburgh. 3-1, bottom of the 7th inning. Nathan Adcock stays on to pitch for Kansas City along with Dan Potash and Bob Walk. I'm Tim Neverett. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday with us here on Root Sports, watching Pirates baseball. Alex Presley, first ball swinging, pops it up to the shortstop Escobar, fighting the sun. One pitch and one away. Pirates a single run in the first. 2-run home run by McCutchen in the third. That's been it offensively. After that, Chen and Adcock have quieted down the Pirate bats, but now the Royals on the board. It's just a 2-run game. Pirates could use a little more offense here to feel more comfortable down the stretch.
I think you saw that with Clint Hurdle going to his bench. The pinch hit last inning when he put Jones up there. He's not comfortable with just the 3 runs. Wants to get this lead extended.
Oh, 1 pitch. Walker pulls a foul. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the former Bradmar Pine Little League star Neil Walker. Tony Watson throwing. One out, base is empty. And the 0-2. And 2 strikes. Adcock is from Kentucky, Vine Grove, Kentucky. And the ball missed again. One outside, 2-2. Back to 2009, Adcock was involved in the 7-player trade between Seattle and Pittsburgh that sent infielder Jack Wilson and pitcher Ian Snell to the Mariners. Strike 3 call, and Walker knew it.
Yeah, he's away, and then came over the inside corner.
Andrew McCutchen has had himself a day. An RBI double, scoring Presley in the first inning. Made it a 1-0 lead, and then this one. A rope to left field. Getting Walker in after Walker's base hit. 2-run shot. RBIs 34 and 35. Home run number 11.
Get out the vote.
MLB.com. Go to the All-Star ballot and vote for Andrew McCutchen. You got to punch the holes in those and then turn them in. Don't fool yourself with the All-Star ballots. You got to punch McCutchen's name in there.
Vote often.
Last check, I believe he was 10th among outfielders.
Some work to do. But he deserves to have his name up there with the cream of the crop, and he'll be starting in that outfield a few times before it's all said and done for All-Star games. Well, I want him there this year.
Well, you know this. Players know. The players know who's good and who isn't. And I had one of the Cincinnati Reds players the other day stop and ask me about him and say that he might be the most underrated outfielder in the game. Oh, my goodness. Did he catch it?
That's a catch right there.
How about that for Mitch Meyer? Hanging with it and making the catch. Tip your cap. Look at this play.
Wow. That's a pretty good concentration. You know you're going over onto the concrete. Nothing to stop you.
not catch this ball. After further review, watch what happens here. He goes over the wall. The ball's out of his glove. You can see it rolling. Right there under his back. See?
Right there. There it is. It's right underneath him.
He picks it up.
Right there.
Shows it to umpire Ron Culpa, who says, oh, yeah, it's a catch. So, watch it right there. Hits the ground, and it's out of his glove.
It's rolling underneath him right now.
Well, Andrew McCutcheon's not going to be happy to see that. But
hey, that was he sold it.
That's an Academy Award winner.
Yeah.
My goodness. He's not going to be happy to see that either. He called that out. But that's hard to see. He probably screamed.
Well, we told you these camera guys the best in the nation. Nothing gets by them. One more time. Right now the ball is coming out of his glove, but nobody can see it. But watch behind him. There it is. It rolled right underneath him. He picked it up, and the umpire running in never saw it.
Yuniesky Betancourt pinch hitting, comes in and promptly strikes out. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. A.J. Burnett with strikeout number 6. 1 out in the 8th. There are cameras everywhere in the ballpark.
A.J. about to make his 99th pitch. This will be his 6th game in a row he's gone over 100 pitches.
Gordon a swing and a miss. Some defensive changes to tell you about. Jose Tabata takes over for Jones in right field. Jones goes to first base. A.J. Burnett this season has gone 8 full innings twice. But didn't get a decision in either case. On the 8th of May against Washington, there was a blown save involved. And then his next outing on the 13th against Houston, we got a no decision for going 8, giving up 2 runs. He gave up 2 runs in each of those 2 games. Base hit to left field by Alex Gordon. Gordon, you remember, broke up the no-hitter in the 6th with 1 out. And now he's 2 for 4. And the tying run coming to the plate.
Hung a breaking ball. Just kind of pushed it off of him the other direction. I think there was an earlier time in this ball game where you asked for a double play and he gave it to you immediately.
Another one would be good.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear.
And Giolito would be a good candidate, too.
You had to be the one.
One out and 1 on. A 3-1 Pirate lead, top of the 8th inning. And throw to first. How about that tip right there? Who got that? Jeff Bannister, the bench coach, tipped that ball that was heading into the Pirate dugout up over the roof to make it a souvenir ball.
Always looking to help out. Bench coach has to do a lot of different stuff. One of them. Charge of souvenirs.
Does he know that? Oh, wow. Jones thought he got him. Jones thought he had him with a tag. And you can sometimes tell players who don't make reactions like this very often when they do make a reaction.
Another very close play. Man. Yeah, that's one. Either way the call goes, it's going to be tough to argue. It was that close.
Pulled down the left field line, foul. Strike 2.
Same type play earlier when Presley got picked off first and was going to second. So close. He was called safe. But either way, it would have been a tough one to argue for either club.
Great sign, huh?
That's very well made, professionally done.
Excellent work.
Which street is it the sign store is on, by the way? Is it General Robinson? Is that where the sign store is? I believe that's it.
Yeah, I think you're, whatever you say. Yeah. They apparently know where it is.
Well, you can just go to signstore.com.
Here's the 0-2.
Check. Nope. Definitely worth a try. Especially this point of the ball game. Oh, see what I mean? Now, the head of that bat for a moment was out in front of home plate, wasn't it?
Looked like it.
You got to check on those. Get a call every now and then.
Oh, this one gets away and down to second base, Gordon.
Yeah, we'll lose our double play possibility now.
Wild pitch from A.J. Burnett. Barajas did what he could to try to slide out there.
Yeah, get out there a long ways. Got in front of it. Couldn't keep it in front of him. Well, he's got to be getting a little run down about now when he had a long game last night. Very hot, warm afternoon today.
Ball 3. And we don't normally see Rod catch the day game after the night game when he plays. With AJ on the hill, the history that Rod has with AJ in the past, teammates in Toronto. One of Burnett's best seasons was with Barajas behind the plate. Comes the payoff pitch to Giovatello. Tapper towards short. Charging is Barmes. Called him safe. So an infield single. And now the tying run is aboard. And this is going to shorten the leash for A.J. Burnett.
Yeah, I think Clint's going to make the move right here, it looks like. He's on the steps. See the replay. And now he's up the steps. The AGH cam showing it wasn't even that close at first.
Clint Hurdle coming out to get AJ. He goes 7 1/3 this afternoon. He'll leave the game with runners at the corners and a 2-run lead. Listen to him. Great reaction for Burnett. And from Burnett. Pitching change, timeout. capture record to the good. He's got a 2-run lead. He's done some pretty good work this afternoon.
He did some great work this afternoon. Got deep into this game, took it into the 8th inning. This was the kind of start we needed from AJ. Get that bullpen a little rest, and he came through big time for the Pirates.
Tip of the cap.
Well, rewarded applause that he was getting as he was going off the field. He acknowledged it.
7 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run to this point. Still responsible for the 2 men on base. 107 pitches today for Burnett. Now Watson pitching to Hosmer. Fouls it off. Left on left matchup. Watson's been very, very good lately.
He been doing a fine job. Fairly fresh. Hasn't pitched in this series yet. One of the nice things that Watson has done this year is retiring those first batters he's faced. I always think that's very important for a reliever. You know, the 25 first hitters he's faced, he has retired 21 of them.
Bullpen last night. Hughes got the win with 2 1/3 innings pitched, but 5 innings last night, backing up James McDonald. McDonald only went 4. Talk about the pen. The Pirates enter today's action with the best bullpen ERA in the major leagues, 2.41. AJ Burnett, after seeing the work that this bullpen has been doing as a starting pitcher, AJ's got to feel pretty comfortable and confident that guys can get out of this mess for him. Each team with 5 hits. Pirates 3 runs. Kansas City 1. But the Royals are threatening now in the 8th. 1-2 pitch to Eric Hosmer, the first baseman. Pirates, when leading after 7 innings this year, are 24-0. Also an indicator of how the back end of the bullpen has performed.
Excellent indicator. A couple of times where they've had some problems and they've been able to pull the win out anyway.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming from Tony Watson. And a little tapper towards short. Barmes flips to Walker for 1. Back to first. Too late. A run scores, and it's 3-2. That run charged to Burnett.
It just wasn't hit hard enough.
Gordon comes in to score on this play.
Off the end of the bat, it just doesn't get out to Barmes very quickly. You can see they did a good job getting it turned. Barmes, a nice feed to Walker, and Walker real quick. Just stood his ground. Didn't worry about the runner at all. Set his foot, fired a strike, but it wasn't enough.
So now Ned Yost will go to the bench, and instead of Mike Moustakas hitting, it'll be Billy Butler. Butler, normally the DH for Kansas City, had played first base in each of the first 2 games. Ball 1 to Butler.
He's got some power. 11 home runs.
2 for 8 in this series.
Be careful with that.
Went 2 for 5 last night. Tied for 12th in the American League in home runs with those 11. Watson's 1-0. The Royals with a tying run on base, and the Pirates engaged in another 1-run ball game. It's not unfamiliar territory to the Pirates. The first 58 games, 34 of them were decided by 1 run. Pirates 16-10 in 1-run decisions. Breaking ball missed. 2-1 to Butler.
A tough assignment here for Watson. Butler's numbers against left-handers are kind of like McCutcheon's, real good. 4 home runs and 55 at bats, hitting .382.
Reese up and Hanrahan. Hanrahan has pitched 3 straight days, so chances are he's unavailable today for the 9th inning. As Juan Cruz continues to warm up. Grilly sitting down. The one with the jacket on. 3-1 to Butler. And Watson dangerously close to delivering ball 4. If he does, he'd put the tying run in scoring position and the go-ahead run on. And he's done just that. So trouble is brewing in the 8th. Clint Hurdle's coming out to get Tony. They're going to turn Brian Pena around, the switch hitter. He came out to bat right-handed against the lefty Watson. And we'll see what happens with him. But A.J. Burnett, white knuckle time for him. It was a 3-1 game. It's now 3-2. 2 men on and 2 out for Kansas City. Pirates leading by a run.
The Little League team was the Pirates, and we won the city championship. I think I hit a home run that day. I might have pitched too. And we had a huge Jolly Roger out there. We had the huge flag, so you know, we're the Pirates back in the day. We're legit.
Joel Hanrahan. He'll be modeling that Free Shirt Friday shirt. Bucks host the Tigers Friday, June 22nd. Free Shirt Friday, you get that shirt courtesy of Central Blood Bank. Come early for the block party on Federal Street before the game. Local live music and food after the game. Pirates.com/Free Shirt Friday for more details.
Here it comes. Let's go, Bucks.
That's a Pirate outfit right there. Well, Juan Cruz has the job right here of getting Brian Pena out. 2 men out, 2 on. The Royals with the tying run in scoring position. The go-ahead runs at first. Billy Butler was walked by Tony Watson. Yeah, first pitch is up high for a ball. One and 0 to Pena. Pena double and a run scored in the 7th. It's this one down the left field line. That's some foul territory. McGee giving it a chase. It's up into the seats.
Another one just like that. Make it fair.
Cruz needs to find a way to kill this Royals threat.
Little pop fly will do nicely.
2-1. Cruz hasn't pitched a lot in situations where he's inherited runners. Just one, but he did strand it back several weeks ago. 2 balls and a strike to Brian Pena. There's the pitch. Breaking ball missed, and there's nowhere to put Pena here as Cruz comes in out of the bullpen and quickly falls behind 3-1. Can't be too excited about the way this at bat has started, but it can change. Nobody in the Pirate pen.
Need that pop fly, and then everything's fine.
2 on and 2 out for Kansas City. It's a 3-2 Pirate lead in the 8th inning. A.J. Burnett gave him 7 1/3 strong innings, striking out 6, scattering 5 hits. Ball 4. Ouch.
Yep.
Bases are now full of Kansas City Royals.
Definitely was a big ouch.
So Hosmer down to third. Butler over to second. He represents the go-ahead run. And Pena at first. Bases loaded for the first time for Kansas City in the series. And Mitch Meyer, the batter. He takes outside for a ball. And Cruz can't find a strike. Meyer is grounded out, walked, and struck out. Tying runs at third. One ball and no strikes. And Cruz delivers. There's a strike.
Thank you. Needed that one for sure. 2-0 would have been not good.
And Meyer, who faked his way into an out on a ball hit and foul ground by Andrew McCutchen, dropped it, picked it up, and then it was called an out. Nobody saw it because it was behind a wall. Our cameras caught it. But you'd hope that doesn't loom large at some point. 1-1 pitch. Now it's 1-2. And Barajas will go on and say, all right, throw this pitch. A.J. Burnett looking to win his 5th straight game here, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, the other night, Barajas and Cruz had a real tough time getting on the same page. Rod kind of maybe wanted to nip that in the bud, get out there right now and talk this over.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the right fielder Meyer. There's the pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. Oh, he pulled a big one out of the back pocket. The veteran Juan Cruz. What a pitch. He strikes out Meyer looking with the bases full.
the roar of the crowd.
The hustle to the ball. 9 players working together.
Every game, you learn something new.
Every game, you get a little better.
Everyone on this field
Once played on this field.
Whether it's the major leagues
Or Little League.
It's still America's pastime.
I'm Anthony, and I play baseball.
I'm Andrew McCutcheon, and I play baseball.
I'm Robin, and I play baseball.
He's Bob, and I'm Tim, and we both watch baseball.
I want to point something out. You know, a couple of those pitches that were called strikes there to Mayer were, let's say they were borderline, maybe off just a little bit. But could that be a little, you know, baseball gods getting him back for
dropping the foul ball
and saying
getting
you
away with it?
A little cheating there. And if you remember the tips to win: play fair, play fair. Well, I don't think he played fair, and look what happened. Called out on strikes with the bases loaded.
Casey McGee facing Greg Holland to start the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pirates up 3-2.
Baseball gods, they don't like it when you don't play fair.
Yeah, Mitch Meyer went into foul ground, fell over the wall, dropped the ball, picked it up, held it up.
Told the umpire he caught it when he didn't.
Ron Culpa said, okay, McCutcheon, you're out. So he got away with one, but
didn't get away with one with the bases loaded.
Yeah, you look at the trade-off. It was pretty big.
Yeah, we'll take that.
1-1 coming to McGee from Holland. McGee fouls it back, a ball and 2 strikes. There's Meyer up with the bases full.
Watch the strike zone on the outside. Actually, a couple of pitches that right on the edge. Both of them called strikes. AJ, thank you very much. Fist in the air.
Holland ready for the 1-2 pitch to Casey. Slow 2-2. And in the bullpen, Jason Grilly. He'll have the closing honors today. Hammerhead not available. 3 straight days pitching, so he's down today. Hasn't had a save since last September for the Pirates. 2-2. And if you have to have a guy in a save situation other than Hanrahan, it's got to be Grilly. Yuniesky Betancourt comes in after pinch hitting and striking out promptly in the 8th inning. He will play third base, and of course Holland, the new pitcher.
If Grilly can get that save, he'll be the 4th member of the bullpen to pick up a save this year.
Resop and Cruz, the other 2 along with Hanrahan, and down on strikes goes McGee.
Breaking ball that just came in the top end of the strike zone.
So Holland will face Jose Tabata. Tabata's first at bat.
A lot of offense for me, the team this afternoon. Just 5 hits for the Royals and 5 hits for the Bucks. Got a pitcher's day.
Not a lot of offense in St. Louis today, where the Cardinals and Indians are tied at 1 in the 7th. It's a game to keep an eye on. Cardinals right there with the Pirates in the standings to start action today. Cardinals a game behind the Bucks.
Reds playing tonight.
Reds and Tigers tonight. Homer Bailey for Cincinnati. Drew Smiley pitching for the Tigers. Smiley's pretty good. So that'll be something to pay attention to later. The night game tonight. If the Pirates can get 3 outs without giving up a run and hang on and win here today, and Detroit beats Cincinnati, the Pirates would tie the Reds for the division lead heading to that series against Baltimore on Tuesday. 0-2 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So here's where we are. 31-27, 4 games over 500. Should Cincinnati lose tonight, Bucks and Reds would be even Steven. One, two. Strike three call. Davida down on strike. So Holland's come in and punched out 2. Now we'll face Rod Barajas and Jason Grilli, who has been very, very good. He will end up facing the bottom part of the order for Kansas City.
Got the call. Ball right on the very edge. Maybe off a tad. Holland really moves that direction as he releases the ball. He's taking a big step toward the Royal dugout every time. Watch, right at release. He starts leaning that way, and when the ball's out of his hand, then he really goes that direction. If you were teaching somebody, you wouldn't teach that. But at the same time, if somebody's having success, you don't change it.
Nothing in 2 to Barajas.
That's a good shot there too. Looking right at him, you can see it as his arm is starting to come up, and the beginning of the hip and shoulder rotation, he really starts leaning toward that first base foul line. Ideally, you want everything coming forward, but there's been some crazy deliveries over the years, and not all that uncommon to see somebody open up quickly and fall off to the side. 97.
Wow, what an inning for Greg Holland as he strikes out the side. To the top of the 9th we go. Grilli coming on to try to lock down a sweep.
Gonna believe it when you hear it, when you see it, when you read it. The wins and the money stack, PNC getting packed, ain't no doubt about it. That the Bucks are us. Back on the scene, crispy and clean. Little fans of other clubs trying to claim a new team. I know you see us raising hell around the league. They should probably rename us that one just like Wiz Khalifa. Got the nation rocking black and yellow. That's your imagination, this is real. Can you feel it?
A.J. Burnett right now stands to win it if Grilli can get the next 3 outs. Pirates 3 outs away from a sweep, 3 outs away from going to 5 games over 500 and pulling a half game behind Cincinnati before the Reds game tonight with Detroit. A Little League photo of Jason Grilli. He's grown a little since then. Grilli hasn't had a save since the 24th of September last year with the Bucks. So Jason trying to lock this one down and get some use out of those brooms. A sweep would be the second sweep of the year. Pirates swept the Cubs here toward the end of May. The Bucs looking for their 4th straight victory. That would tie their longest winning streak of the year. Consecutive games. Pitch a ball to Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Escobar had an RBI double in the 7th, was hit by a pitch in the 5th, and struck out back in the 3rd. Grilly's 1-0. To right field. Jose Tabata going after it, and he won't get it. And a leadoff single, and the Royals, with nobody out, have the tying run aboard in the 9th.
That doesn't seem like it's ever easy. Could have been a routine fly ball, but he put it in a good spot.
There was Gerard Dyson going to hit as Escobar's at first. Dyson, tough day today. Get into a double play, grounded out to short, and struck out. And he will square. Pitch outside for a ball. And to lay one down. McGee charging hard from 3rd. The Royals with that leadoff single now putting some pressure on the Pirates.
Playing to tie. Usually you play to win on the road. They're trying to tie the game up.
Dyson, the 8th hitter in the Royals order. Yuniesky Betancourt will hit in the 9th spot. He's on deck. Pitch again outside for a ball. 2-0. Two and 0 to Gerard Dyson. It's a bunt down fair. McGee will have one play. That's the first. One out. And the tying run now in scoring position with Escobar at second base. Sacrifice 5-3. Talking about Little League today. That's the theme of the telecast. Well, Kent Tekulve, Fairfield Pharmacy team. Just a juggernaut.
Like
of a team.
Was thrown over the top back in those days.
A little adjustment since. But Teak coming up with Rob King. Pirates post game. And this one concludes.
Two more outs.
That uniform, huh? Great uni. Well, Betancourt at the plate. Alex Gordon on deck, the leadoff man. So Betancourt came in as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning and struck out on 3 pitches. Jay Burnett got him before he was lifted. Breaking ball outside. Well, normally what we see from Grilly is he comes in and rips off a few 94, 95 mile an hour fastballs for strikes. We just haven't seen that yet. Trying to work the sides of the plate, the outsides of the plate. 1-0 pitch coming from Grilly to Betancourt. Strike one.
Made a little adjustment on that hard breaking ball first one. Missed a little bit. That one got it right in there. Now you fight your way back to even, with, especially when you do it with a breaking ball on a 1-0 pitch. It opens up some possibilities here.
Runner at second base, 1 out. Top of the 9th, 3-2 Pirates. Really will look Escobar back to the bag.
You miss with that second breaking pitch and go 2-0, then you know things get much more complicated for you as far as what you can try to do on that 2-0 pitch in this situation. That 1-0 breaking ball for a strike, that is very important to get over the plate.
Strike 2.
There's your 95. Looked like it was the outside half, and Betancourt, after just seeing that breaking ball, he couldn't pull the trigger on 95 when it was out there. Put him back on the defensive now.
Cities Escobar represents the game's tying run. Really checks him at second. And the 1-2. Oh, Barajas couldn't hang on.
Almost got that one by him. Just off the very tip of the glove.
Really wants a new series of signs. 1-2. Yuniesky Betancourt at the plate. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Betancourt had time in Milwaukee as the Brewers shortstop, and so did the man at second, Now Cities Escobar.
They're trying to stay away from him with everything this at bat. Haven't taken a shot inside, throwing 95. Now might be the time to try and get up and in. Well, it looks like they're going back away. Oh!
Really wanted that one.
So did I.
So did he.
I'm assuming that one was called low. But no, that was a strike. Definitely wasn't low and had plenty of the plate. Man.
3-2 now.
Should have definitely been strike 3.
Miller steps off. Betancourt steps out.
You see, when he's moving his wrist like that, he's asking for a new set of signs. He might not be sure if he saw it right, whatever, but he wants to go through it again.
He's walked it.
I think he just kind of overthrew that last pitch. He makes some nice pitches. He got a little too over anxious with the first curveball, but then came back. This I thought was going to be a real big pitch for him, which it was, because now he's in the driver's seat. And 95 for strike 2. Another 95 barely stayed alive. That should have been strike 3. And then I think Jason just tried to throw that one too hard. Lost his release point and struck the ball down with him on his follow through.
1 out, and Alex Gordon, the Gold Glove left fielder, at the plate. Escobar, the tying run, the go-ahead run. Betancourt not being held on and get a big lead at first. 2 for 4 today for Gordon. Singles in each of his last 2 at bats, and really starts him out with the ball. A.J. Burnett in line to win it if the Pirates can get 2 outs here and keep the Royals off the scoreboard. 244 on the season for Gordon. Pirates projecting a 1-run lead. Pitch fouled back. It's 1-1. Really's going to have to work now. Really, when he comes in, relatively speaking, the majority of the time has a quick inning. But it's his inning right now with the bullpen empty behind him. Strike 2. Really would like to get a swing and miss. Ground ball to Walker would be good.
He'd be in a lot better shape right now. Just had to get that 1 out. But nice if that strike 3 call would have been made. Could be one swing away, swing and miss away from the end of the game.
One-two pitch. Popped him up, fouling out of play. Johnny Giovatello just showed you on deck. The youngster would come up in a real big situation if Gordon somehow reaches, or even if he doesn't reach, and there are 2 men out, 2 on. Fasten your seatbelts. We're coming down the stretch here.
Grilli is staying with the fastball. Looks like he's got good velocity today. There's been a lot of 95s, 96, 94.
17 pitches so far for Grilli in the inning. Top of the ninth, Pirates clinging to a 1-run lead.
Gordon not more aggressive with his swing. He's guarding against chasing that pitch. Now, if he's swinging out there and pulling those fastballs foul instead of being late on them, he's going to swing and miss that breaking ball. But because he's late on the fastballs, that means he's defensive. He's waiting a long time to pull the trigger or decide to pull the trigger. Gives him longer to look at the ball as it's coming in. And that way he can lay off the breaking ball that's out of the strike zone in the dirt.
Got it. Barajas hangs onto the foul tip. And the Pirates now an out away.
There's your trade-off. When you go up there with let's look at the whole bat. But when you go up there thinking, okay, I'm not going to get caught up chasing a bad breaking ball. I'm going to be defensive. I'm going to wait. You're going to be late on all these fastballs, but you're not going to chase that pitch there. But the trade-off is you can't catch up to that. You got to pick one or the other. And Gordon didn't want to look bad on the breaking ball, so he was very defensive the entire at bat, but he just can't catch up to the fastball.
Everybody up today. 2 outs. Top of the ninth, and Giovatello, the second baseman, 1 for 4. Strike one.
Now, he just saw a bunch of fastballs get thrown by Gordon. You would think that he's probably going to speed up his bat a little bit.
Fastballs.
He might chase bad breaking balls.
Pirates now a strike away from sweeping the Royals.
This one just got in the top of the strike zone. Come on, one more.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Jason Grilli trying to lock this one down. The pitch. He struck him out. And the Pirates sweep the Royals. Kansas City, thanks for coming. Don't forget to turn the lights on. Close the door on your way out. Pirates have won 4 in a row. They're now 5 games over 500. And Grilli just freezes Giovatello there. He loves it.
That was 3 in a row by him. And nothing fancy with that last one. Thought he might go breaking ball. But no, he said no chance. I'm just going to go right at the heart of the plate with my best fastball. Wow, what an ending. That is an awesome ending right there.
First interleague sweep since June of 2001. Look at that, a fraction behind the Reds. Reds and Tigers later tonight.
Come on, Tigers.
If Detroit wins, the Pirates are in first place along with Cincinnati. Let's send you over to section.